this is kind of amazing because now we have the Pfizer vaccine that has been approved. And I realize that the third phase trial, that's kind of, I mean, they sort of abridged it a bit. So we don't really have any studies of any kind of long-term effects. That's fine. Go ahead, whatever. But I don't know. And I know that some people are calling, everybody from Sean Penn to, where's he at, by the way? We have this audio. Sean Penn apparently was calling for, audio soundbite 9, this genius. Listen to this.
It's, I have some areas of strong belief in the Second Amendment.
No, you don't.
But I think that you need to recognize how, with something like this, you can't go around pointing a gun in somebody's face, which is what it is when people are unvaccinated.
This is the stupidest analogy that I've ever heard. Because if you've been vaccinated, we were told that they're safe and effective, so why would you be worried at all whatsoever about someone who is unvaccinated? Furthermore, there are so many studies out that show that the people who are vaccinated have the exact same amount of viral load as the people who are unvaccinated. So the analogy doesn't work at all. And furthermore, not everyone is forced to carry a firearm. I guess he's decided to switch from traffic comparisons to 2A comparisons, which actually are even worse because, I mean, this is just, it's dumb. It's absolutely dumb. That's the thing. I mean, if your vaccination, if you feel fine with it, why are you worried if someone else is? Because apparently the vaccinated can go and they can spread it around just as much as the unvaccinated can. Really, it's the vaccinated that are posing a threat to the unvaccinated, Kane. If you really wanted to have that conversation. If all it does is to reduce the severity of symptom and it doesn't actually inoculate against transmission, then why are we calling it a vaccine and not a therapeutic? That's a legitimate question. I had a lot of reporters ask me, well, why are you hesitant? Because I have my reasons and it's none of your damn business. Why are you, by the way, who are you? Like, what is your health background? But here's the thing. I had a health scare that's totally fine now. I mean, it was a false positive. But for last spring, I could not get my heart rate over 120 for approximately 8 weeks because my doctor thought that there was something there that wasn't there. And it was a cardiac issue that was totally terrifying to live through. And when you're talking to me about spike proteins, et cetera, and everything else that affect heart health, I want a little bit more information. And I would like to see more actually thoroughly vetted data before I agree with something like that. I had always thought, I don't know if I really even have a problem with the J&J one, but when you're looking at the mRNA, maybe I do have questions. And I don't know who the hell some of these people are, including some conservatives that think that they can condescend to everyone about being injected with something that they don't feel entirely comfortable being injected with. If you are that terrified to live your life out in public, then stay home. But don't expect that everyone else that disagrees with you must jump through the same hurdles or go through the same hoops as you just to live life, okay? You can't control everyone. And I really think that this is showing who is okay with living with freedom and who isn't. And there are a lot of people who just actually don't have the fortitude of living with freedom and living with other people's decisions and their own decision. You're not going to be able to kill a virus and this is not an inoculation, it's a therapeutic. If you want to get it, fine. But don't cast shade on people who have not been given legitimate answers. And if you're going to condescend to them, get off your high horse and stop being part of the problem, stop being part of the division and the bigotry, and maybe help people get answers that the government is failing to provide. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. And if you're a conservative shaming people for not getting this, then you're not a conservative. Go ahead and switch your party affiliation and let the chains rest lightly upon your wrists. The end.